We've been playing rolls for a while. Now all we have to do is learn how rolls are notated. On the rudimental etudes in the previous lesson, rolls were notated as eighth notes with a slash. We've also seen 16th notes with a slash. The slash basically tells us to bounce either the eighth note or 16th note. In this lesson, we're going to learn how quarter note rolls are notated. This quarter note has 3 slashes. The slash is basically a shorthand telling us to subdivide the beat. A quarter note with 1 slash means 2 eighth notes because eighth notes have 1 flag. A quarter note with 2 slashes equals 4 sixteenths. A quarter note with 3 slashes is 32nd notes, or 4 16 notes bounced. Composers will often use this shorthand to tell us as percussionists to roll for a specific length of time. You'll see this on timpani, bass drum, suspended cymbal, triangle, mallet instruments. Basically any instrument that we play, we can produce a roll. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play a quarter note roll on the snare drum. In key exercise letter A, the first 2 measures are counted exactly the same. 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, or 1 ta 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 2, 1 ta 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 2. So it doesn't matter whether I'm counting 16th notes or 16th notes bounced, I count it the same way. I do that simply because you can't count fast enough to make it sound like a roll. So we count 16th notes. In key exercise letter B, the rolls in the first measure and the second measure are notated differently but counted the same. 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2 and, or 1 ta 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 2, 1 ta 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 2 te. So here's what it will sound like. Now I can also play that key exercise with multiple bounces. Either way we play quarter note rolls, they're always counted the same way, as 4 16th notes. At this point you should stop the video lesson and work through the key exercises on page number 30. Then go to the appendix lines on page number 62 in the back of the book and work through those. After you've gotten all of those down and you feel comfortable reading quarter note rolls in 4/4, come back to the playing exercises on page 30 and 31 and work through those so that you really have the quarter note roll mastered in quarter time. Stop the video and go practice. Now that we've learned how quarter note rolls are counted and played in quarter time, let's learn how to count those in 8 time. Quarter note rolls are played exactly the same way whether you're in quarter time or 8 time. Simply 4 16th notes that are bounced. Let's take a look at key exercise letter A on page number 31. The first measure and the second measure are counted and played exactly the same. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, rest. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, rest. Or 1 te 2 te 3 4 rest. 1 te 2 te 3 4 rest. So here is letter A played with multiple bounces. Rest. 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 So playing quarter note rolls in quarter time and playing quarter note rolls in 8 time, essentially the same scale. You're just counting those a little differently. Go through those key exercises and then all of the playing exercises to make sure you know how to count quarter note rolls in 8 time as well. In our next video lesson, we're going to learn the double paradiddle and apply it to a rudimental etude.